Hi everybody, and today I wanted to think about the really one thing that separates great people, successful people from the normal ones. And I think that the key to every problem, the solution, the only one that is in every form of success, it's obviously hard work. And it is not even about the heart of work, it's more about the consistency. Because it doesn't really matter how hard you worked 1 day a week or 2 days a week, when you can do much more in 7 days and at the same time doing less, because it's much tougher for your mental health and for people to work one huge session versus a lot of small ones. But I don't want to talk about this, because if we really want to be great, if we really want to be exceptional, if we want to live our lives and not just be there, we won't be able to, make some small changes in our lives, or do some little stuff. We need to, at some point, start to do some enormous amounts of work for a long period of time. And it is really tough for some people who have never done a significant amount of, we haven't even have really challenges in our lives. What are we talking about? We aren't capable of doing some little things like go to the gym for like a year. We aren't able to really stop doing our bad habits. But we know the hurts in us. We know the significance in ruining our success chances. We're still doing them. We are still not doing hard work. We've been hearing about self-improvement for years. We've been trying for years. Where does it come? And I really think that to understand what the person really wanted is to actually see the result of his actions. So, for example, if you wanted to become great, you would have been great already, If I really wanted to become successful, a millionaire or a huge dude, I would have been already there, or at least I have been busting my ass off to do this. And it doesn't really matter how much work have you done if it didn't pay off, if it didn't change you as a person. And we can always cope and say something like, oh, I tried my best, but really, dude, you have been sleeping like 8 hours a day, you've been doing some crazy stuff, you've been coping a lot, you have never been consistent. And I get that the real luck favors the ones who are here every day. Because how have you missed a lucky opportunity if you've always there, And if you're not working on a daily basis, you'll obviously missed it, Just like it's hard to really change yourself and change others, because you've been. How does it feel to understand that you could have been somebody? You know that you could have been somebody, because there is most of the people, you don't even think about it, They just whatever, they just living their lives. And I guess the worst possible situation is when you understand that you have been somebody. You understand that you should have done the work, but you didn't. And it just burns you from inside. And the sooner you will understand that, the better, because at some point it will just burns out of you and probably will help you to change it. But I don't really understand why there are some tough dudes who are just doing all this, which we are not. Like, there is probably something that they know, and I guess it's just turning your brain off. Like, you just don't need to think, you just need to have a plan and do it. Like, nothing really matters, and you just need to live to your own preferences and don't think about anybody else. Because, as you may know, the solution is usually some easy stuff, it's always there. It's not about doing some crazy workouts or some crazy mental, because I think that the most successful people, or at least the ones who came from downside to all the way up, they didn't have a mentor. They didn't have someone who was there to teach them. They were all doing all the things by themselves. And from the fucking childhood, they knew they were special. They wanted to change the world. They wanted to become somebody. But one of the requirements is actually a great challenge. You cannot become a great person without a great war. And we need to have that war. But at the same point, we are just too weak to produce it for ourselves. And there are two ways basically. It's either you just burn all the bridges, take the courage that you have left, and just do the hardest thing you can think about. So I'm not talking about some physical challenge, it's great. I'm talking more about some mental one, something that can really turn your life 180 degrees. And I don't want to decide for you, I just want to say that I really believe in myself, in yourself. I just want the greatest for all of us. And just remember to have fun alongside. It really helps to go through it. And never forget about people who are around you, your friends, your family, and just try to never just, focus on only one side of life. Always remember to really think about what you're doing. Goodbye.